the clown with his pants falling down, or the dance that's a dream of romance, or the scene where the villain is mean, that's entertainment. The lights on the lady in tights, or the bride with the guy on the side, or the ball where she gives him her all, that's entertainment. The plot can be hot, simply teeming with sex, a gay divorcee who is after her ex. It can be Oedipus Rex, where a champ kills his father and causes a lot of bother. The clerk who is thrown out of work by the boss, who is thrown for a loss by the skirt, who is doing him dirt. The world is a stage, the stage is a world of entertainment. The doubt while the jury is out, or the thrill when they're reading the will, or the chase for the man with the face, that's entertainment. The dame who is known as the flame of the king of an underground ring, he's an ape who won't let her escape, that's entertainment. It might be a fight like you see on the screen, a swain getting slain for the love of a queen, some great Shakespearean scene where the ghost and the prince meet and everyone ends in mincemeat. The gang may be waving the flag that began with the Mr. Cohan hip hooray. The American way, the world is a stage, the stage is a world of entertainment. Hooray for showbiz!
Good afternoon and welcome to the show. This is That's Entertainment, as it is every Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock with me, Bill Platt. Two special guests today from Carver Theatre up in Marple. We've got Sheryl Haydock-Howarth and Pauline Rowe, and they're going to be talking to us all about Carver Theatre and about the upcoming sold-out production of Goodnight, Mr. Tom. But because I don't know either of these two ladies, it's going to be a pleasure getting to know them. So why not let's start with a track from The King and I called, aptly enough, Getting to Know You.
It's a very ancient saying, but a true and honest thought, that if you become a teacher, by your pupils you'll be taught. As a teacher I've been learning, and forgive me if I boast, that I've now become an expert on the subject I like most. Getting to know you. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way but nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I'm with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed, suddenly I'm bright and breezy, because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by
am with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day.
Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I'm with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day.
Getting to Know You there from The King and I, and that is a very old recording. It was by Gertrude Lawrence. So we're here. It's 9 minutes past 2. I can safely say that these days because the programme is now repeated at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, so the time remains the same. All the usual features. I'll be telling you what's happening on the professional stage throughout Greater Manchester, as well as the amateur stage. And, of course, we'll have around about halfway through, we'll have the Dusty Springfield track like we do every week. So, first of all, without any further ado, let me welcome my two guests, Sheryl and Pauline. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you two?
Excellent. Thank
Good.
you.
Now, you've travelled all the way from Marple.
No, I live in Stockport.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
I live in High Lane,
All right.
which is near Lyme Park. Very nice area.
Just like
the posh one.
Just like Wythenshawe.
Absolutely. Yeah. Bit more grass.
We're going to talk about Goodnight, Mr. Tom, which is Carver's next production, and it's already sold out, you say?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We're absolutely excited about it.
I bet you are.
Yeah. It's the first time in many, many years that we've had a complete sellout. So
Oh,
that's
good.
fab.
Yeah. Right, wonderful. Right, I'm going to play a little bit more music before we go. This is from 42nd Street, and it's called, he says, looking at it, Go Into Your Dance.
If you've a melancholy case of the blues, I've got a remedy for you. If you've an ounce of rhythm down in your shoes, then I'll change your point of view. If you've been singing a sad and blue song, go into your dance until you learn how to sing a new song. Go into your dance. Don't be complaining. Learn how to smile. And if it's raining, dance in the rain a while. Put off your sorrow until tomorrow. Go into your dance. To get a job in a Broadway chorus, go into your dance. Just strut your stuff and they can't ignore us. Go into your dance. Girls, dance! If it's a two-step, give 'em a smile. If it's a new step, do it with grace and style. The wrong beginner can be a winner. Just give me a chance. Shake your shoes and go into your dance.
Something bright and breezy there from 42nd Street. Go into your dance, okay? I'm going to welcome back my two special guests today, Sheryl and Pauline. Hello again.
Hello.
Okay, good night, Mr. Tom. Now, of course, this is quite a well-known piece, isn't it?
It certainly is, yes.
And is that why you think it's sold out?
I think it is. I think so many people remember the film with John Thor and the storyline that I think it's just pulling everybody in.
And is it a difficult one to stage?
Yes, it is, because we have to do the cottage in the West Country, and that cottage has to be then the beach house in London, and the stage, of course, isn't a huge stage. We can't use the Revolve, so we have to, adapt it accordingly.
And you have done?
We have,
yes.
We have.
And have you got a role in this production at all?
No, I'm directing it.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
And you're the chairman of Carver Theatre?
I am, yes. My second year as chair.
So that must be good. And what's your job, Pauline?
I'm production coordinator, so I'm on the committee, head of the committee with production at the moment. We chose this particular play because I absolutely love it. And I've seen it on the television over Christmas. In fact, I've still got it recorded on the television at the moment. And it has been, everybody has said the same thing to me. They all said, oh, are you putting Mr. Tom on? Oh, I must come and see that.
Yeah,
so therefore, that is why it's sold out, because it is so popular. But we are putting our Carver touch to it, because nobody can envisage how it'll be put on a stage. Because when you see it in the film, there's so much going on. You think, how are they going to put that on a stage?
Yeah, well, you've got to tailor it, haven't you?
Absolutely,
definitely.
Yes.
Excuse me.
We've got some lovely cast in this, though.
It's a huge cast, it's a huge cast.
Oh, how many are in it?
There's 19 in it.
And 11 are children.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And we have a dog, which is not a real dog, obviously. It's a puppet dog, a puppet squirrel, and a puppet bird. And we have a young lady, Amy Hill, is actually operating the puppet dog. So she's doing a really good job of making the various woofs and all the rest of it.
We've been very lucky. We've got a tremendous team on backstage, stage and props, and the props people have made these puppets.
Well, sometimes, of course, in plays, the props people are so important.
Oh, absolutely. We couldn't have done this without them. They've done an absolutely sterling job. So,
and how long have you been rehearsing this play?
We started late September with this, which is longer than a normal play, but there's so much going on in this, as you can well imagine.
Yeah.
So, and with children as well. And you can't work after a certain time if you can only do so many.
Oh, yeah, of course. And
so
you have to have a chaperone.
That's it. Yeah. So it's not as easy as people think, just putting everything together.
Oh, no. Sure it isn't. Okay, we'll be back very shortly. I'm going to play a little bit more music now. And this track is called Almost Like Being in Love. It's by Gene Kelly. It's from Brigadoon. Gene Kelly and the Peter Moore Orchestra.
What a day this has been, what a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's
almost like being in love.
There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's
almost like being in love.
All the music of life seems to be
like a bell that keeps ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling. I could swear I was falling.
I swear that it's almost like being in love. Music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing
is falling. It's almost like being, almost like being, almost like being in love.
Hello, Frank Sidebottom, and you're listening to WFM. You know you are, you really are listening to it. Unless you got your radio turned off, in which case you're not. So turn it on, stupid. You know you must, you really must. Thank you.
Amos Madra.
Advice and guidance with Amos Madra on Wythenshawe FM. A show giving you impartial advice, personal development, and great music. Mondays at 7 p.m. Online on WFMradio.org and on 97.2 Wythenshawe FM.
Amos Madra.
Hi, Sam Morris here. Join me for my dance show every Saturday evening from 6 till 8 p.m. I'll have you dancing in your living room, your kitchen, your garden, or even in your street to my favourite tunes. Old school, floor fillers, house, pop. So, set your alarm and don't be late as I bring the WFM party to you. Turn your TV off and switch your radio on. Simple. Join me 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. Saturday evening.
Okay, well, we're back. It's 20 past 2. I'm going to bring back Sheryl and Pauline because while we've been off air, they've been talking about things quite interesting about the actual theatre itself. Would you like to repeat what you just said?
Yeah, well, Max Wall was actually on the stage many, many moons ago, and one of our members, who was Joanne Worley, married Val Kilner. So, we know we've got a little bit of history there. The theatre was founded around about 1906 as Marple Drama Society, and it started off in Shepley Hall, the Old Tannery, and various church halls before finally settling in Thomas Carver's Recreation Club. And the Carver family were actually Quakers. The venue's been gradually transformed over the years into a nice little theatre, but it took 50 years to acquire the first proper dressing room. And like many other amateur theatre groups, the Carver is only as good as the people who are running it.
Of course, yeah.
And we are so desperate to keep our volunteers on board, because without them, the Carver wouldn't survive. And I think that's true to say about most theatres these days. Volunteers are such an important part. It's so easy to find now. It's Chadwick Street in Marple, and there's a huge car park right next to it.
Is it a GPO nearby?
There's a post office.
Yeah.
The post office sorting office is
right.
round there, yes.
Because I know when I came to see those monologues.
Oh, right, yeah.
I thought, hello, there's a lot of post office fans around here.
Yeah. Yeah, they sleep in the car park at night.
It was quite inconvenient, actually, through COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Because they actually took that.
They took the whole of it, yeah.
For a COVID station.
Oh, right.
So we had a lot of problems with parking because of that. And also for getting stage scenery in, etc., because we couldn't get
the wagon in. Yeah.
Well, we managed it.
Yeah, bit by bit.
Good.
Muscles.
Good. Right. So we will talk about Goodnight, Mr. Tom, in a moment, but we'll just have another tiny bit of music. This is from Wicked, and it's called Defying Gravity.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leap. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll Everyone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd sooner buy defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity, and you can't bring me down. Unlimited, my future is unlimited, and I've just had a vision almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy and true, the vision's hazy, but I swear someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and you can't bring me down. So if you can't find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves the chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I'm defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of us, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down. Bring me
A nice big finish there. We like nice big finishes on this programme. That was Defying Gravity, of course, from Wicked, and it was sung there by... I can't read the name, it's too small. It wasn't one of the more famous names anyway. Coming up very shortly, as I said, we'll have the Dusty track, and I don't usually play any of her singles, as people, regular listeners know, but this November is the 60th anniversary of her first release on as a solo artist, and she was the first person to appear on Top of the Pops way back when. So I'm going to be playing her first single to celebrate the 60th anniversary of it, and it is, of course, I Only Want to Be With You. But first, let's see what's happening in and around the theatres in Greater Manchester. Professionally, there's still a lot going on. At Home Theatre, we've got a play called Beautiful Thing. It's a wonderful play, that. It's until the 11th of November. At the Royal Exchange, they are continuing with their version of Romeo and Juliet until the 18th of November. And at the Opera House, we've got the musical I Should Be So Lucky, which runs till the 25th of November. And another being well-received show is at Hope Mill Theatre, and it's called Tu Wong Fu, the musical, which I'm very much looking forward to going to see, I hope. And at the Palace, the big production is Hamilton, and that's opening up on the 11th of November until the 24th of February. And at Bolton Octagon, their next big production is Around the World in 80 Days, which opens up on the 16th of November and runs until the 6th of January. And finally, for the professionals, at Lowry Theatre, we've got Opera North and their production of Falstaff from the 15th to the 18th of November. Right, on the amateur scene, still a bit quiet, but it's suddenly going to explode into life week after next. Of course, we've had the half-term breaks, which people don't seem to like putting plays on the half-term. Anyway, next week we've got Stockport Garrick doing Constellations, which I think is a studio production, and that runs from the 7th to the 11th of November. Also running from the 7th to the 11th is Chad's Ulster American, another play I don't know. North Manchester Amateur Operatic Dramatic Society doing HMS Pinafore from the 8th to the 11th of November. And then the following week, we've got somebody called Carver Theatre doing Goodnight Mr. Tom from the 14th to the 18th of November. And Cat's Youth Group are doing something called Just So from the 15th until the 18th of November. Well, as I said earlier, it's almost time for the Dusty track. And as I keep repeating myself at the moment, this is the very first single she ever recorded, released in November 1963. And it is, of course, I Only Want to Be With You.
It's rather dull in town.
Explosion every Sunday 9 till 11.
You don't have to be an oldie like me to enjoy 50s and 60s. Listen to what one of our younger listeners has to say. With great music from decades that started the music revolution, profiles of rock and roll legends, and me, what more could you ask for on a Sunday? The 50s and 60s pop explosion with me, Jimmy Lambert, every Sunday 9 till 11.
Wythenshawe FM would like to thank our sponsors, Wythenshawe Forum, Wythenshawe Community Housing Group and advertisers for supporting our award-winning radio station.
And welcome back. We're here again at 33 minutes past 2. I'm bringing back now Sheryl and Pauline. Welcome back.
Hello.
Pauline, you want to promote the rest of the season as well, don't you?
Oh, I'd love to.
Be
able to do this. First of all, I'd like to say that after this particular show that's on at the moment, we are starting our auditions for I Willie Russell production of One for the Road, which is a hilarious comedy. And have you ever seen that one?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
And I am thoroughly looking forward to this going on the stage, because it will keep all our viewers from various areas coming down to see it, and they will have a good laugh, because we need it at the moment.
We do.
On top of that, coming forward after that, we have our pantomime, which is Dick Whittington, a good traditional one. And then we have, for the 14th to the 18th of May 2024, Stepping Out, which is so funny. I don't know if people can remember the television version of it with Victoria Wood in it and Julie Walters. They were hilarious on the stage. Anyway, this is going to be put on by one of our directors, Jess Bray, who is very talented and a dancer herself, so it should be very interesting. But if people want to check on our website for the Carver Theatre, there is a link on there for auditions. So to actually look on the site, it's carvertheatre.co.uk. You look for, just Google that, and then look book tickets, or if you want to, look auditions.
Wonderful.
And we welcome people from within our theatre and outsiders for auditions.
Great stuff. All sounds remarkably wonderful.
Yes.
And so let's talk a little bit about directing Goodnight, Mr. Tom, shall we, Cheryl?
Yes, certainly. We've got Paul Bowers playing Mr. Tom. We've got two young boys, brothers in actual fact, Thomas Ridgway and Matthew Ridgway, playing William and Zach. This play's got 25 characters in it, but it's one of the plays that you can actually do it with 14 people.
Doubling up.
And doubling, trebling and everything else. So we've actually got 19 people in it, so we're doing pretty well. It's a big cast. And there's as many backstage, I think, as there are on stage. Amy Hill is our puppeteer, and she's doing a sterling job with our little dog Sammy. So I think the audience is just going to fall in love with Sammy when they see him. He's absolutely great, yeah. So, and...
Now, this is pointless me asking you this, but I will ask you anyway. When's it on?
It's on from the 14th to the 18th of November.
And that's including a matinee?
Including a matinee, yeah. So 6 performances, yeah. So we're just hoping we've all got the stamina to keep it going.
Yeah.
And as I say, we've sold out, so we've got to have the stamina to look after our audience as well.
So if anybody really wants a ticket, they'd have to phone or go on the standby list?
Absolutely on the standby list, yes.
Wow, that's a...
But do phone, because you never know. You might be the lucky one.
There's always people
absolutely
don't turn
that
up.
Can't, that can't make it.
And of course, you can, after the show, go in your very nice little bar.
Yes, we've got a great little bar. So, and again, run by volunteers. So we enjoy a drink after the show, don't we?
We also have some lovely ice cream to eat in the intervals.
Yes.
You do, yeah. I think I had one when I went to see the New to You Theatre monologues.
Oh, right, yes, yes.
Yes. What's your favourite on those ice creams?
Mine is honey and ginger.
Honey and ginger. That's
salted
delicious.
Caramel, yeah.
Salted caramel.
Yeah. Now, let's not get carried away. We'll come back to this.
Hungry now.
Come back to this in a second. We're going to have a little bit of My Fair Lady now.
Oh, wonderful.
Eliza Doolittle singing Wouldn't It Be Lovely?
I think I'll take me to Paris. The missus wants to open up the castle in Capri.
Me doctor recommends a quiet summer by the sea. Wouldn't it be lovely?
Will you burn this spring, Liza? Beer-its.
All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air, with one enormous chair out. Wouldn't it be
Bit of Eliza Doolittle there from My Fair Lady, and wouldn't it be lovely? I had to say that properly because Cheryl's got a little thing which we won't mention live on air because we had a family programme. Right, back to now. You want to talk about the juniors?
Yeah, we've got a good youth and a good junior section, and Chloe Case looks after the directing on that. Young lady who's very, very talented, and they're doing Rock Bottom in June next year.
Is that a musical?
Yeah, and then Sister Act.
I remember a song called Rock Bottom from way back when, a woman called Lindsay DePaul.
Oh, I remember her.
Yeah, that was one of her hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. And then, as I say, they're doing Sister Act in July. So that, I think, will be a crowd puller too.
Yes, definitely.
Fantastic.
So how many juniors do you have?
We have a waiting list for people
We
wanting
do.
to join.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
It is, I mean, at the moment we're on changeovers because, as you can imagine, they're all going to different age groups now. As they grow up, you get the younger ones coming in at the bottom and the older ones are going on. Quite a few have actually made it into the theatre world.
Yeah.
Including Chloe's sister is on stage in Manchester.
She is,
at the
isn't she?
moment
Yes.
as well.
In what?
I can't remember which one it is, but I know for a fact I wanted her for something and she said, oh, she can't. She's on stage in Manchester.
Well, that's
so proud of her.
So it's nice, isn't it? Isn't it great? Yeah.
Do you get, because I went to see this monologue thing, do you get many visiting productions?
Not a lot at the moment. It's trying to fit them in with our shows and plays, because obviously we work on stage a lot, and they've got to build the sets. So we squeeze in where we can.
Yeah.
One nighter or a two nighter. So that's quite nice too.
Yeah, because it's extra revenue.
Well, of course it is. Yes, everything helps.
And it brings
doesn't
people to the theatre, or that particular theatre.
Yes.
That may not have been before.
Absolutely. And if they've got a following, that they bring the following with them. So then, hopefully we get new people coming, as you say, to see other productions.
Right, we'll take a break. We'll
Absolutely.
have a bit more music from Miss Saigon this time. And this track is called The Last Night in the World.
In a place that won't let us feel, in a life where nothing seems real, I have found you, I have found you.
In a world that's moving too fast, in a world where nothing can last, I will hold you, I will hold you.
Our lives will change when tomorrow comes.
Tonight our hearts drown the distant drums,
and we have music alright, tearing the night.
a song played on a solo saxophone,
A crazy sound,
a lonely sound, a cry that tells us love goes on and on, played on a solo saxophone. It's telling me to hold you tight and dance like it's the last night of the world.
on the other side of the earth, there's a place where life still has worth. I will take you,
I'll go with you.
you won't believe all the things you'll see. I know, 'cause you'll see them all with me.
If we're together, that's when we'll hear it again. A song
Your music. WFM 97.2.
97.2. 97.2.
That's us, Wythenshawe FM 97.2. And from the 1st of November, we're also on DAB radio in South Manchester, Stockport and the local areas. But, of course, we're here on 97.2 FM every Saturday at 2 p.m. Right, I'm going to talk to Sheryl and Pauline for the last time today. So, even though we've sold out, we can still contact you.
Yes, of course. The Marple Health Food Shop on Stockport Road do sell tickets for us. Or they can Google Carver Theatre Marple and book tickets that way. Or you can phone us on 0161 410 0202.
Do you want to repeat that number?
Yeah, 0161 410 0202.
Right, lovely. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to the pair of you.
It's been great.
Have you enjoyed it?
We have thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good. So you have to get somebody to come on and promote your next production later on in the season.
We will.
We
will.
Now that you know where we are.
Yeah, now we can find you. Me, who's been here many times before.
He knows.
Thank you. So, good night, Mr. Tom. Carver Theatre, 14th
to the
18th, including a Saturday matinee. But it is sold out. But you can go on the waiting list.
Absolutely.
Apparently. Well, Pauline, Sheryl, it's been very nice meeting you. I'm going to play a tune to give you time to get out. This is from West Side Story, and it is Maria.
The most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria, 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 Maria. All the beautiful sounds of the world in a single word. Maria, 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 Maria. Maria, Maria, Maria. I've just met a girl named Maria. And suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Maria, I've just kissed a girl named Maria. And suddenly I found how wonderful a sound can be. Maria, say it loud and there's music playing. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. The most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria.
Maria there from West Side Story. Well, it's now 53 minutes past 2, or if you want it the other way around, 7 minutes before 3. And, of course, we've just got Fred to take us out of the programme. I could play another tune, but the trouble is, if I play another tune, I'll have to cut it off which I don't like doing. So I'm just going to talk a little bit. Next Saturday, of course, at 2 p.m, I think I've got Barry Purvis next Saturday, talking about A Christmas Carol, the Mark Gatiss adaptation of this tremendous Dickens play, just in time for Christmas, of course. And it's always nice to have guests on the show so they can tell me what their take is on their productions, and we can all share it. And one of my regular listeners, Jonathan Black, is actually playing Scrooge. Or is it Tiny Tim? I can't remember which. No, I think it's Scrooge in Barry's production. So we'll hear all about that. Unfortunately, Jonathan can't come on the show himself because he works on the Saturday, but I know he tries to listen in. And I know that we do have other regular listeners, including the lady that serves me at a well-known supermarket in Cheadle Royal, Rebecca, who I've not seen for a couple of weeks because she's not been there. She wasn't there this morning when I went. Now, as I said earlier, the programme is repeated now at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon. So if there's anything you want to know, anything you may have missed from this hour, you can always catch it up again on Wythenshawe FM 97.2. And I'm just going to run through Carver Theatre because it was so nice meeting Sheryl and Pauline. And they're doing Good Night, Mr. Thomas, we know. And they've got a pantomime on from the 12th to the 20th of January, which is Dick Whittington. And then they've got the Willie Russell play, One for the Road, from the 5th to the 9th of March. And stepping out, have I got that the right way around? Yes, I have, I think. Stepping Out is the 14th to the 18th of May. And then they've got the juniors doing this Rock Bottom in June and Sister Act Junior in July. So plenty going on at Carver Theatre, which is at 1 Chadwick Street in Marple. Great big car park next to the GPO place, so you can't miss it. I think that's all I've got to say. I'm running out of things to say, but I've still got a minute left before I can put Fred Astaire on. So what have I been to see? I went to see Chitty Chitty Bang Bang at Ultram Garrett. What a fabulous production that was. Including the car, which somehow magically flew into the air with some terrific performances. I'm off to see something called These Lovely Bones in a couple of weeks. And at the moment, I'm rehearsing myself for the Vicar of Dibley at Northern Players, which goes on the 3rd to the 9th of December. Lots of theatre coming up, especially on the amateur scene, because as you well know, if you're listening regularly, as I say, Greater Manchester is the capital city of amateur dramatics in this country. There's always something on, and there's always something to please everyone, because not everybody likes musicals, everybody likes comedy, but there's always something worth listening to. Anyway, I'm glad you've been listening. I'll be back next Saturday at the same time. Bye for now.
The clown with his pants falling down, or the dance that's a dream of romance, or the scene where the villain is mean, that's entertaining. The lights on the lady in tights, or the bride with the guy on the side, or the ball where she gives him her all, that's entertainment. The plot can be hot, simply teeming with sex, a gay divorcee who is after her ex. It can be Oedipus Rex, where a champ kills his father and causes a lot of bother. The clerk who is thrown out of work by the boss, who is thrown for a loss by the skirt, who is doing him dirt. The world is the stage. The stage is a world of entertainment. The doubt while the jury is out, or the thrill when they're reading the will, or the chase for the man with the face, that's entertainment. the Dane, who is known as the flame of the king of an underground ring. He's an ape who won't let her escape. That's entertainment? It might be a fight like you see on the screen, a swain getting slain for the love of a queen. Some great Shakespearean scene where the ghost and the prince meet and everyone ends in mincemeat. The gag may be waving the flag that began with the Mr. Cohan hip hooray. The American way, the world is a stage, the stage is a world of entertainment.